Good morning. Welcome back to the screen. Welcome back to the stream, people. Live again, Monday morning, fresh start. Try to stay focused. A lot of distractions over the weekend, still playing in the back of my mind. I'm a bit off schedule, but I'm just going to try power through it and try to stay focused on what's in front of me and ignore the distractions. Maybe I'll share it with you, but basically I had reached the objectives that I wanted. I set for myself by last week Friday, hit the 5% profit target, and I made a profit withdrawal request. Seems to be a little bit of a delay right now. Some interesting emails have been exchanged, so I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully I'm not let down, and yeah, it all goes according to plan. I continue trading like I've set to do and conclude this account. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on. I can't control outside factors, so I can only control what's in front of me, and that's gold currently. So I'm looking at gold. Potentially there's a break here. We're going to keep an eye on it. I'll just zoom out and show you why. Still trending, came from the base here, reversed, broke the structure, pulled and created this new higher lows on a daily, and that's what's being maintained currently, even though this daily low here on Friday was broken technically today. It's still holding the trend, the overall trend, and I'm just trying to get this breakout and try to get price back to where I called it. I think it was 40, 44 a few times, and price is headed towards there. Got some size on. I will be scaling out some size in a second because I got way too much size on. That definitely is an effect of what's been going on behind the scenes. My plan was not to trade with this kind of size. Let's get 0.6 off, 0.6 off. Was not planning to trade with this kind of size. It was actually meant to just cruise, maybe get 0.3 per day or 0.32 per day. But I had just been distracted. I am not focused. Hopefully this trade just works out regardless, because it's a good read, and I can then go back to risk management like I was doing on Friday, where I wanted to be. So bit of a drive here. I'm going to be scaling out some size soon. We've got 9 minutes before the London session, and I should be scaling out in any second. Let's see if we could get a little bit more. That would do. Okay, cool. I'm scaling out. I got too much size. It's not how much I wanted to do. Now I need to adjust my risk and put my stop losses in. Like I said, I'm being completely thrown off, but no excuses. 40-13, focus on what's in front of you. Okay, stop losses in. 0.4 more than I wanted. And the balance as well. So my balance has changed because of the withdrawal. So that's something I need to keep my eye on. Make sure I check on the dashboard, on the 5%ers dashboard. Make sure I know what my daily limits are, because the figures taken out. I made the payout request of about $7,000. So I had 7,000 available, so I took the whole thing, and now it's messed up my balance. I know what I've got left to do, which is $3,600. So that's the target, and I don't really need to do much to be able to achieve that. That's like 3% shy of 4%, so it's not a lot to do, you know. So I could definitely do that. It's just this information is not reliable right now, so I'm just gonna have to bank it daily, review it daily, and see what's going on. So I made 133 currently. I could do a little bit more today. I don't want to do more, risk more than 400 today. Yeah, that's what I said initially. Cool. Don't want to risk more than 400. I think that's where we are sitting anyway. Cool. $400. That's fine. From the 6,004 I made, if I lose 400, I still got 4% to go. That's fine, and that's nowhere near the 5% daily maximum drawdown. So that's where we are. I think I'm going to focus now and just try to keep my head in the game here and just forget what's going on outside of trading. So Yeah, I mean the back and forth. I mean, I just sent an email before I got on stream, so it's really fresh in my head. Gonna see what they got to say. But yeah, let's not drill on that. Okay, so gold is trending up, kind of still. It's trying to break back up and fill in the gap that's here. Forgot about this gap completely. There is a gap there, and maybe push back up to fill this gap, and maybe up here eventually for this triple highs here, which is not a typical reversal pattern. So I do believe on the daily it has broken structure back to the upside. Yeah, it's kind of sitting around there. So last low was here at 40.13. It did break it, came back, held, didn't create a new daily low here at 39.07 and pushed up. So it's still trying to push up. Price has definitely moved up since down here, obviously, where it was, and it has created a new daily trend. Just need it to break this zone and really need it to break above here, which is 40.46. So until it gets there, it's still currently in the downtrend. It could be finding resistance from this price point. That's why I said it will be interesting to see if it gets above there. If it holds there, it could push it back down. So right now, I'm just scalping. If I see an opportunity to scalp, I'll take the scalp. And if I could get a win, I could get the win. So I should get out here. That says scalp, but it's not much of a scalp. So I'm going to see if I could get more of a breakout. See as price is attempted to try to take these highs. So we're going to see if I can hold it and it takes these highs. I'm going to switch over to silver. I was watching my videos over the weekend. The guy knows what he's talking about, man. Silver has been a indicator of what's going on. So I'm going to switch over to silver and see if it's attempted to do the same thing. So it's broke structure to the upside, and maybe it's going back to this previous daily high. That's where we left off last week. So silver's trending up, kind of breaking structure here. Maybe it gets above there. If it gets above there, there's no reason it doesn't get above there, which hopefully gold is still doing, is in alignment with silver, and it continues doing what silver's doing, and that will get above. But currently the trend is on the H1 is bullish. So that's why I bought it. Even though it's at a high, considering the previous day, this is a high. It could stay here and could be sold. And that's why my stop loss is in. My stop loss is there for a reason. So if it does break the structure, maybe it wants to come down again. So that's what happened on Friday. Had the trend here, it broke the structure, pulled back. I expected more. I didn't stick around for more. I just took that scalp and I got out. And as you saw, it was the right thing to do because it pulled against me before going down further. That's why I said, after reviewing my own videos, I said scalping for now makes sense until gold really wants to move. Maybe it just wants to consolidate now because it is in a zone where it could happily consolidate for the rest of the year. There's the previous high. Here's a demand, and it's just sideways here until maybe next year does a bigger move to the upside or downside. Some have predicted that will be to the downside. We're going to see. So H1 candle, 2 minutes left. The next H1 should push it down. Hopefully it doesn't. It just pushes it straight up and it takes these highs. That's what I'm hoping. If it does push it down, it's a 0.4 loss, which is fine. It's on schedule to take a loss now, I think, after doing so good on Friday. So on schedule to take a small loss. But if you watch the last video on Friday, I think it was Friday's video, but at least the last video I posted, it was about risk management. I've been very good recently with my risk management, and I'm just going to try to stick to that. So risk at 0.4, we'll see how this plays out. I'm going to trade this exactly the same as I did I think it was my last trading session on Friday, where I was just keeping an eye on it, being patient. If it decides to come against me, so be it. If there's an opportunity to go into that other direction, I'll do so. If not, cool. I'm just trading with the trend. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult though. I expect the market to be choppy after what I saw the last few days. It didn't really move in any direction, and I was buying it. It came down, came up, came down. Now it's up again. but I was in the right direction. So it could be difficult. We'll see. Just looking for scalping opportunities. So this is a scalp in itself. I should have really got that. I think that would have been half decent scalp. 0.2. If I take it at 70, maybe. 0.2 is not bad. If I do 0.2 for this week, I hit 7%, 3% left. I could do that. Might take it. Let's see what London session wants to do. I'm going to wait. It's early. The next H1 may just be bullish and run these highs that it should have done last week. It could come back against me and I lose 0.4 though. So I want to see it back at 40, 46. I'm going to hold it a little bit. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get this price action we got on Friday happening today. Hopefully it just wants to catch up to where it should be and get back up there where it should be today. It's done all the manipulation here. Come back into this demand zone that started it all, that created the high of 40, 46. And it's held and just respected it. So maybe there's no reason to come back down here again. Yeah, there's no reason. Maybe if it does, it's really just to run people out. If it does, maybe it's bought here again at 39.88 to try push up again. Right now, it's got the structure of creating higher lows. So taking this high is important, and I think I could stick around for that. If it takes this high, there's no reason it doesn't get to 40, 46, and that'd be a very good start to the week. So it's worth holding it. I'm risking 0.4. It's worth holding it to see if we could get there. Stream just started, and I just started trading, so it's early days anyway. So I think I could hold it a little bit longer than this. Could have taken it at 100, 170. That would be 0.3. Not bad. I may do that and have a market review though. I think scalping is the way forwards for this account right now. Keeping it tight, making sure I build a buffer away from whatever daily maximum loss I've got now. Let's check out silver. One sec, need to grab the door. I'll be back. Probably should set my TP 40, 46. Just a guess. Alright, I'll be back. See what's going on M5. Okay. May take some here. Unless we get some real volume kick up. Don't really want to go back and forth like I did on Friday. Hmm. 1% if I let it run. Yeah, I think I hold it. So this price action was reversed here and it's pushing. So to continue needs to take this high. So I'm going to wait to see if it takes this high so close to it. If it takes this high, maybe there's a pullback after that. And that's when I could exit. When it takes this high, leave the runner. So 40.36, take some partials up there before it pulls back. That pullback could hold it here. Next H1 could break structure and stop me out. So I want to see if I could get up here at least and scale out if it gets there. Let's see. So yeah, my balance has changed, as you can see, dramatically. I don't know if it's taken into account the withdrawal. No. Yeah. Oh, yay. There you go. Withdrawal. Withdrawal trader balance for 5%ers. So my withdrawal amount, $5,175, has been withdrawn from my account. So that's why my account balance has changed. So they've done that. They just haven't confirmed by email. I'm waiting for that confirmation. I need that confirmation today. I'm waiting. That confirmation should be today. So yeah, I'm waiting for the confirmation. Keeping my eye out on my emails. I've already spent some of that money. And that's what I thought the door was, delivery. I've already spent some of that money. So that confirmation today, please. Oh yeah. Anyway, let me not let emotions creep in. So yeah, it's meant to pull back. It needs to bounce off there. That's fine. Let's see if it's just gonna go straight from there, or it's gonna stick around and make me concerned. The next H1, next M5 should just push further. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So pole, flag, pole, consolidated here, poles up, flags, still respecting this hot low, poles up, just broke it there. That's what I got in. Pose up, shift flag, and then go again. Stop loss is down there, and I'm waiting. It could come back here like it did down there, all the way after breaking here. It came all the way back in and just sat around there. As long as it didn't take this low, which it didn't, confirms the trend. Hasn't taken this low yet. That's where my stop loss is. So it could come back here, sit around there. Hopefully it doesn't do that and it just goes. And if it does come there, it's 0.4 loss. That's it. That's the plan. I'm just gonna wait. It's not looking good so far. Still early days. Let's see what happens with that next 5-minute candle, which is due in 1 minute. Let's check out silver. Yeah, silver's doing the same thing. Not looking good though. Anyway, I am mentally prepared for the 0.4 loss. And if I get down, maybe call it, to be honest. It won't take it straight away. It'll just sit around there before doing that. It won't take it straight away. I maybe call it and just wait to a conclusion to what's going on in the background and focus on that. And then I could trade with clarity tomorrow. But yeah. So this is 129, my account balance. And I think it's taken into effect today's trade 133. So the baseline is $100, 100,000. Good, because I took out the 7,000. Yeah, so 100,000 baseline. I just need to make 3.6. So if that gets to, when that gets to $103,600, this account is concluded as well. Yeah, so what happened? Thanks, appreciate the whipping post. What happened on Friday? I took a trade on Euro USD. So I was, if you've been following, I've been talking about these lows for a while. So Friday, I got an alert. Again, I don't know why I had an alert, but I got an alert. It was on gold. Gold made me come back in. I saw a trade on gold, took a small piece, then switched over to Euro USD and saw price just sitting here, ready to break through at last. I said, let me get a piece of this, and I made about 1% on that. So Friday account balance was about 5% up, but Euro USD finally gave me something. Gave me 1%. It gave me a little bit more than that. It was 1.4%. Not bad for 1 minute worth of work. I had some size on it. I think I was being emotional with Euro USD. Had some size on it on Friday. There it is. That little scalp, I got out. What am I doing? I should have stopped by now. I got out. I'm not messing around with Euro USD anymore. So it's still trending down. It should push further and go further, but you know how it's been. I've clearly made my feelings felt about this. It should go through to 15.21, and that's about 7 pip move. It should do that, but it may stick around. It may come all the way back before it does that, like it's been doing. So again, I'm not touching it. Gold actually moves when it's supposed to. So let me just check this. So typically after it breaks a low, it comes back to it. So I can see it coming back to, well, it's come back already. So it's come back to the 15.43. It's come back there already. So it's good to go. It's good to go. 15.21, it's good to go. Does it mean it will? Looks like it. Equal lows, Asian low. Friday's low, Asian low. It looks like it's going through. Could put some size on that and make 1% straight away, but I'm not going to touch it. Not going to touch it. That's the old me. For good reason. It's going to go through, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to just stay focused on this grind. Gold is not looking good, but I still got time. The concern is that this high has been respected, this high has been respected, this high has been respected, and it has created lower lows on this current trend. So the concern is, if it breaks if it takes my stop loss here, breaks this H1 structure, in theory it should continue down, maybe try to create a new low. Let's say previously, if this doesn't work out, the trader was buying this here. If it didn't work out, it's because this price point's been respected, the 40.46. It is resistance or support for the downtrend, resistance for this current uptrend attempt, and it seems to be holding. So it's created a lower daily low. That was the Asian low, and it created a low in New York. And then today, it's created a lower low than that. So maybe that continues, but currently the trend is up, so I'm taking it. The buy, if I'm wrong, it needs to break 40.13, needs to take my stop loss. That's when I'm wrong. And maybe I look for a sell like I did the previous day. So let's check out silver quickly. H1. Very tight, very easy for it to break this low. Maybe that is the agenda for today. Early days. Not looking good though. Very bearish looking candle. I think it was this candle I needed it to break up, right? After tapping back in there, it should have broke out if it was bullish. But now I pulled the way back down. Maybe it's this price point here. If it's not looking good. Breaking all the way through. It could be here. It could be here. If it's not brought up from here and start going, I don't know what's going on. Other than maybe it's coming from my stop loss. So what does that look like? 0.2 maybe. It's 0.2. 0.3 is there. 0.3 is there. Yeah, take me for 0.4. It has to take my 0.4. They'll leave it there and not panic. Give it the space to do whatever it wants to do here. If it is still buying, still got space to do so. If it's selling, it needs to stop me out before I leave. Yeah. So I vary between negative RRs and one-to-ones and so on. I've moved away from focusing so much on that. Okay, so this technically is a negative RR. I'm risking 0.4 to try and make 0.2. Currently, I had 0.2. I could have got out, so that would have been the scalp. But why I say I'm moving away from it is because I'm trading an instrument now that it's easier for me to read and the directions easier for me to read, so I could allow it to run further. So why take a 0.2 when you potentially could get a 1-to-1? So I'm being a little bit more patient. I'm being a little bit more fluid in my approach. I'm happy to use a negative RR. I use a negative RR for the Euro trade. Massive negative RR. Even trying to get into that trade multiple times. So regarding using a negative RR, I tend to try to do 2-to-1. I don't really want it to be 4-to-1 or 3-to-1, because if I do take that loss, it takes me so long to get back to the equivalent of a break even, right? To get back to where I was. So I tried to use maximum of a 2-to-1. So currently this will be a 2-to-1. So I'm happy with that trade, this trade as it is. If it gets to 0.2, I'm happy to take that. But because of the structure, I can hold it a little bit longer because I've learned something new in regards to trading with the trend using gold. Okay, so hope that answers your question. But yeah, prefer the 2-to-1. Some people use risk 100 pips, try to make 20 pips. You know, you could put small size on that and you could add positions where it moves. Like, I'll give you an example. I think I've got time to do that. Yeah, so this Euro trade would have been a good example of using a negative RR. So what I've said in the videos is the real structure of Euro USD is these highs here. So this high here, this high here, this one here, and this one here. So we saw a price from this low break this zone, and it should continue going down. But it came up, it created these equal lows here, came up. So from this point here, you could enter a sell position to try and run it down there. I think I probably did. But because of the way it's been moving, if you look at the structure, it's been coming all the way back to the neckline here. So it came all the way back there, and that's a massive drawdown. So that's about 80 pips drawdown, massive. So if you had a small position, like a 0.2 or something there, cool. And it push up against you again here, 0.2 again, cool. Up against you here, more 0.2s, and still having your stop loss above here, you reducing your ratio, your risk ratio, if you're entering there, but there's no way of knowing when price is going to turn around, whether it's there, or there. Okay, so that's why I got out of it actually, because I was trying to do that and it just kept them pushing higher and higher. I was basing it off this high here, but as you see, it got above that high before it came down. Started coming down. Okay, I thought, cool, in here I could start entering to sell it to get underneath there, and I had my stop loss above here now because I saw the real structure, but it just kept them from here. It just kept them pushing up further and further. I thought, how many days of this can I really do? So I then saw with gold it was a lot easier, and I got out and just left it alone. So you could enter multiple smaller positions, having stop loss above the previous high if you know where the structure is, and then that will make it a negative RR, but you're building your position for when it eventually comes down. So this should really drive down, but don't know how long that will take. Back to gold, looks like I'm getting stopped out. Should have got a buy from here, didn't move. Should have got a buy from there, didn't move. Buy from there, didn't move. Still got space. This candle is important. If it blows through here, probably gonna get stopped out, and I'm gonna wait and see if it continues to break the structure, and if it does, maybe there's a buy. From here, it should push up at least back into profit to create like a fake continuation before going out, and that's where anyone gets in when it breaks this high or this high with the next M5 candle. Stop loss will be around here somewhere, so we're gonna see what happens with that. Gotta keep an eye on this now because a decision needs to be made soon. If it just breaks through here, that's kind of expected as well. Let's see what's going on. Silver looks like it wants to break through. Volume's kicking in. It's not looking good, but I'm gonna wait. Looking like I could make that easy buck today with Euro USD. That's about 7 pip move. I could have caught, had a little trend up, broke structure, and it's pushing down for these triple lows. Makes sense. That was an easy win. I missed out on potentially. Let's see if it comes back up before it goes. No reason for it to come back all the way up before it goes, but so trend here, pushes out fake continuation, then breaks and just goes, right? So that's essentially what I would need to see from gold to be concerned. If I get some buying here, fake continuation, and it just comes back down, I know I'm getting stopped out. That's the typical reversal pattern I'll be trading for, I mean, maybe a year or two. So I'm very familiar with it. When that happens, it tends to go to other direction for at least a scalp, if not more. So if that happens here, I'm getting stopped out. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It may just be bullish and go straight through because it's on M5, M1, sorry. There's a trend. Yeah, there's a trend on M1. So you see on M1, there's a trend going up. Now it's actually trending down. It's in this zone here. This is the only zone it could be bought up to continue, and if I don't see some buying soon, very likely I'm gonna get stopped out. This is, yeah, okay, not looking good. Okay, I will sell it though. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it if it stops me out. Question is, how much size do I want on it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Next 5-minute candle to make a decision. It's not looking good though. Okay, getting stopped out. I'm gonna take it myself. I'll go let it take me out. You have to take me out. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. Opposite direction. Quick scalp. See if I can make some of that back. Get my stop loss in. Said I didn't want to do this again, but 40.27. Is there anything that makes sense in this scenario? 40.27. Lost 0.2 from that. Let's see if we could get some of that back. So this is a quick scalp. Don't know if it's coming back. I don't want the back and forth. Gonna try to get some of this back. Okay, cool. Got some of it back. Reduce my risk. Only risking 0.2 again now. And we're gonna see if we could drive. So I lost about $50 so far. And I'm risking 250, so a total of 0.3 risking. Let's see if it wants to move or it's going to consolidate. I did say it's going to be a tricky one. I did consider taking it out there. I'm going to hold it now. So it broke structure the same way last week. Friday held just respecting this low, came back up, then came back down. So maybe it just respects this low, and maybe this should be a very short scalp. Get here somewhere, get out, and then sit on my hands for a bit and try to figure out what's really going on. $60, I'll be on break even for the morning. Interesting. Tempted here now. Euro moving. Got the lows. It's created a trend. Could just sell it to get this. Very tempted after taking that loss, but I can see it coming back. Could use a negative risk reward, stay in the trade. I expect it to get lower. Yeah, I'm gonna be silly. I'm getting in on Euro for a sell, and I'm gonna use a negative risk reward ratio, and I'm just gonna hold it. Let me just find the structure. Hopefully I'm not in it that long. 16.69. Probably need to scale out my positions too much. Crazy. Won't be doing that. Let's see, respecting the previous daily highs. Need you to respect this guy here. That's too much. See, completely thrown off. Hopefully we just get this drive and it concludes quickly. Completely thrown off today. Emotional. Anyway, I'm gonna have to sit tight now. There's no reason that this is Friday's low. This is Asian session low. There's no reason it doesn't take this. It's just a question of how long it's gonna take to do that. Let's see if DAX is moving with volume. Yeah, that's what we needed to see. So DAX has some volume kicking in. It's coming from a demand. Maybe there's some legs there and pushes it up to break this trend. Might scale out of my US position. Actually, no, it's good. It's good. It's fast trending so far on maybe M1. It's not slowing down, so I'll probably get this drive, this breakout of this low and drive out, and then I could scale out some of my size because I got way too much size on. But yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can manage this trade better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it should, as it's respected this last flag here that created all these triple lows, trended up, just respected it there, and then broke structure. It should go through from here and respect these highs. So I'm risking like 1% now, 1.6. So that's not crazy now. So I should get the drive through and make it a quick one. Gold seems to be selling. Euro seems to be selling. Both moving in the same direction. Hopefully it's a good drive and get something decent from gold. But gold, I'm ready to exit, to be honest. It's just moving very slowly all of a sudden. Let's see what we could get. If we could get it at 0.1 or 0.2, I'll be happy with the gold trade. I'm going to leave it alone because it's consolidating a bit. I don't really like it. It's not been moving. Recently just holding the trend, but now it's breaking the trend and going back, reversing. It's acting like Euro USD right now. It could flag back up here, or it could just drive, but hopefully it just drives, obviously. It stays on the M1 trend and just drives down a bit more. I'm getting ready to exit from the gold trade. Don't really care where it goes. If it goes further or not, it's been consolidating and I'm not looking to get caught up in that. Just spotted that imbalance down here. That could be the destination. So trending down here, reverse and broke. All of this here, this candle here is an imbalance, so it could be the destination. Euro's moving. As soon as I get that low, I need to get out. So I'm just going to get out now, take some off. That's what I wanted anyway. As soon as it breaks that low, it could come back all the way back, especially with the new H1 candle. So I'm good there with Euro. Let's see if we could get now 15.21.6. It needs a breakthrough. It needs a breakthrough. It's not breakthrough, it's just equaled it. Yeah, it needs to go through. I've reduced my risk now. Got something on net. I think that makes it almost a free trade. Let me just check. 0.3. Got nothing from that so far. What's going on? 0 not even one. A smidge. Got out too late. Okay. Small position holding it. Let's see if we get a clean drive out. 10 pips will be good. Let's see. Not a good session so far. No clean movements. And I got out like a smidge too late when it pulled back. See if we could get a clean drive and make this a decent trade. What's going on with gold? Okay, gold is going against me. Euro is about to break through. There, I'm out. I don't want the back and forth. That's fine. See what happens with gold. It's still early in gold. It could still come all the way back against me. There is no flag before it breaks structure, so it could do that. Maybe it flags and breaks structure now, but I'm okay. Just gonna manage gold now. Make sure that if I take this loss, it's not a big one. Betting this though. Maybe it just came back for this price point at 40.11 and it's gonna be bullish now. Actually not 40.11, at 40.15 and it's gonna be bullish now. It would really surprise me if it starts being bought up from here. It definitely is consolidating. It's definitely being choppy. That's what that confirms, because the previous days, previous weeks, it's been respecting this low. Should have went from here trending. So all of this is just a run on liquidity before it goes for a tight stop loss. Run that, then continue going up. That's what this will confirm if it goes up. And if it does do that, I'm just strictly scalping from now. Strictly scalping. But balance wise today, I'm only risking 0.25. 0.25. If I lose, that's me done for today and doing too much. And prices being a bit choppy. It should just push and sell down here. And if it does, that's great. If it does anything else, I'm done. I'm stepping away from gold. The trade for euros just happened. That was to run these lows. We could come back and stick around there, not sticking around with it. So let's see what happens with this gold trade. Definitely the last trade of the day. I'm not focused, using too much size. I don't know, maybe a bit impatient as well. But I'm not focused. I'm doing, good thing though, I've been routinely doing the same thing for the last few weeks. So I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just the discipline with the size. I let that slip a bit. But as you saw, I got out quickly. I've adjusted it. I'm okay, but that's still an indication of me not being focused. So this will be the last trade for the session. And then back tomorrow, hopefully what's going on in the background is concluded by then. I did ask them that direct question, what's going on? Should have got an email by now. I asked them, what's going on? Where's my email at? And I should get a reply hopefully within this hour. Let's see. New message. Nope, not yet. What's this about? No emails back yet. But as you can see, the balance has been adjusted, so maybe they're working on it. I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to chase them up if I need to. I'm going to focus on that. I have broke no rules. Done nothing wrong. Just some interesting comments or questions, concerns, apparently. Let's see what happens with that. I've addressed those concerns. Anyway, it should pull, flag, and pull out again. So if we don't get this drive here, it will be interesting. But it should get this drive. I'm going to see what I could get from here. Maybe scale out because of the back and forth on Friday. So reverse went up here, should have went, I think from here really, but it went all the way back down. I sold it down. I said I wanted that low, but I got out anyway. Good thing I did, because it came all the way back and would have stopped me out from this high. So learning from that, I don't want to do that. Obviously, it came back, stopped that high, and then came back and went back down and did take that low. Choppy. I'm not doing that today. If it's not doing what I expected to do, I'm out. So it should flag up here and drive down, and that drive is my scalp really, and I'll be out. I don't need to be right completely on the direction, just need to get a read and get a move, and I'm out. So scalping gold for the next maybe month until I see some real movement. It's consolidating right now. Too much drama. Okay, cool. So USD finally broke that low, clean, cut, boom, boom. It could come all the way back now. All the way back to 1533. Imbalance, and this isn't really yeah, we'll see. Don't like this to be sold from, like this structure to be sold from, but pole flag, that's the top, flagged up again within the zones, pulled out. Let's come back here, let's see what it does there. I haven't really got no price point where I expect it to go. Euro USD, let's check on the daily. Yeah, I think it's consolidating. It's going to respect this low here and just consolidate within this zone for a while. It's not been moving fast on the daily. It's just consolidating really. So there's no reason it doesn't continue. Maybe next year we'll see it underneath this low, or it sits here within this imbalance, then eventually it's come to take that high. But right now, no real direction on USD. But then consolidation. Let's see, I think there's maybe an imbalance on this daily here, on this break here. Hasn't revisited there. So yeah, so if it does, if Euro USD continues pushing further down, potentially it gets done here at 1450. That's been going on today at 1446. It could do that, and then maybe come back up again. That would be the destination if I'm holding Euro USD. Definitely scalping it, definitely leaving runner. It likes to come back and forth a lot. Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on. Silver, an indication. It should take this low. Pole, flags up, and then takes it slow. If not, staying within that zone. If it pulls up, flags here, and then pushes up again, I'm out. It means it's not taking that low, it's going to take that high. That's silver read, right? Let's see, gold, I think is the same thing. Yeah. I need it to take this low. Take this low. If it takes that low, there's no reason it doesn't push further. I need it to take that low. For the sell. So I definitely entered early, but I tend to do that because sometimes it drives quickly, gets to the destination or the price point once it comes back. I tend to enter as soon as it breaks. If it comes back down and breaks this low, that would be a better entry in terms of confirmation. If it breaks 40.12, better entry in terms of confirmation that it wants to go further down. And then it should get underneath 40.10, and where it's going, I don't know. So entered early for the sell. It may not hold. Only risking 0.25. Let's see M1. Hopefully M1 hasn't reversed. Pole flag, pole. Haven't got the pole yet. Still flagging up. I think it's this low, this high, sorry. I don't want to see it above. I don't want to see above here. I don't want to see above here. So pole flags. So pole flags, poles, flags. It could stay anywhere between from this high to this low. It could continue flagging as long as it doesn't get above 40.23. Maybe I could reduce my stop loss now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm risking 0.2. I don't want to see it above 40.23. I'm not interested in back and forth today. You are good to go. May have some problems at 40.09. Key price point here. Can see the interaction with this price point here. So maybe that's my exit. Actually, that's where it hit, isn't it? Okay, so that's where it's currently reacting to. So this reaction is expected. Let's see if it wants to drive through it. And that could be why it slowed down, because of that key price point. We reacted to it already here, used it as support, pushed it up, but it's come back down. Does it use it as support again, or is it acting as resistance before it breaks it through? That's the question. So really want to see it break it through, and if it does, that's great. If it holds here and pushes up further, then it's using their support to attempt to take these highs again. That's why my stop loss at 40.23 is more than enough. Don't want to see it anywhere above here. 0.2 risk today. Okay. Looks like Euro USD was the one today, finally. It's moving. It's at 15.13. I say maybe 14.61. Does it do it today? I really doubt it, but anything's possible. So this candle's not looking good. I was expecting this to break this low and push down further. I'm going to have a look at silver. Okay, silver says still a chance. Silver breaks this low. It's pushing further, so it will be a pole flag and pushes. Trending down on the M1. Just need the M5 confirmation. Needed to break down here. This isn't looking good though. Maybe the next H1 candle. Maybe it sticks around here, waits for the next H1 candle, which is in about 11 minutes to pick a direction. It could flag all the way back up. Hopefully it doesn't do that. Let's see. 0.6. It needs space. Okay. I'm gonna leave my stop loss above that H1 high. That's where it needs to break to continue the uptrend. So risking 0.27, given it space it needs. That's the case, but it should go further down. I'm gonna wait now. Just waiting now. I've done all the read I can. Just need to wait for price to do what's going to do. In theory, if it does break this high, then yeah, it's going further up. It should then take this high, and the initial read was right, but it just wanted to play around first. Losing 0.2, I could afford to take another trade and try to get that back and see. I'm not sure how I feel about the back and forth. Let's see. Maybe I take the trade again and take the buy again to try run 40, 46. If it does break that, I would assume it's going back to 40, 46. Just playing around too much. I'll see if I got any patience left. If it takes this high, I'll see how I feel. If I'm feeling emotional, I'm done with it. Good thing I have reduced my risk. Taking small loss this way, taking small loss that way. I could still afford to take a third small loss quite easily. Would have meant 0.6 if I took all 3 losses. But I'm actually up today. I think by $78. I don't know. Probably break even today. 2 wins, 1 loss. Probably, yeah, slightly up today. 300. Yeah, slightly up today. So yeah, I'll probably continue. Slightly up today. I haven't really lost anything. If I lose this trade, this only 0.2, I could afford to take another trade. We'll just see how I feel. If I got any more patience left. Excluding that email, had a decent weekend on Friday. Obviously, ended account, I think 6.4 up. Very happy. Had a look at my balance on the dashboard and noticed that I could withdraw some money. Hit that button. I hit that button straight away. So over the weekend, I expected to get, I expected the email to come today to say payment confirmed. It's not what I've got yet. Still waiting on it. But nonetheless, had a good, I think it was Saturday morning. Went to watch my son play football. His performance been really good. He's a defender, but his performance been really good. Sunday was quiet. Actually, good day Sunday. Had a walk with the family. The boys hate it, but it's helping them calm down. So far, everything went well on the weekend to have a decent week. Only one negative thing that happened, and I can't let that derail me. How was your weekend, people? Anyone get up to something interesting, or was it a casual one? Let me know. I'm gonna sit here. Got some time on my hands. 5:10. Look at that. Made maybe 2 or 3% on the snip move with my initial size on. That's GU. So let's see if it actually moved. Yeah, it's moving slowly, but it's moving. Then think my entry is up here. 14 pips, 15 pips. 1.5% on the initial size I had. And I think I had a question about the negative risk to reward ratio. That was an example of a negative risk to reward ratio. I was happy to let it draw back up to the previous daily high because that's what the structure suggests. The previous daily highs are being respected. So, and it's also created like a flag formation. So flags, poles, flags, poles. So the previous daily high is really the structure needs to respect. I just had way too much size. too emotional this morning. But that's an example of a negative risk reward ratio, like I was trying to show you earlier. You could have entered anything here, small sizes, if you read it right. And then eventually when you get this drive, you could add more to it, and maybe 5-6 positions, it all goes through, scale out, leave a runner, and that's your move. And then after scaling out, leaving the runner, stop loss is reduced to the last pole flag. This is the last high. Reduced, and then trail it maybe on the H1, based on the H1 candle, which was up here. So yeah, I still do use it, but not as often, and I haven't really needed it recently. Gold is not looking good. Go have a look at silver. Nothing really happening. It looks like it's waiting for that next H1 candle to confirm. I should get this drive with this H1 candle to take it down further. If that doesn't happen within, say, the next 15 minutes of this H1 candle, then I'll be a bit suspicious of what's going on. It should break one of these lows. It says this is essentially a pole and this is a flag. That next one should break one of these M5 lows, confirming that this is a flag and it's about to pull out again. So this is all normal, exactly what happened to me the other day. So I could afford to sit and wait and be patient. And it's only 3 minutes to go for that new candle to be produced. But if it breaks this low, this is the current previous low, if it breaks that, it could start moving from then. And that could be the entry. Depends where it breaks. Should find that in 3 minutes. Check my emails. One new email. Your payment hasn't been approved yet, as there was a mismatch with some details. Your payment request has been approved and it's currently being processed. Okay, cool. Hopefully I get confirmation later. So it seems that they were concerned about where the location I was when I taking my trades. Suggesting maybe I wasn't taking my trades. Good thing I stream my trades, people. Good thing I stream my trades if they need evidence. All right, so 1 minute left. It's still pushing it up against me. It's okay so far. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Still need that H1 to make a decision. This is normal price action so far. Let's see if I'm missing something. Yeah. I can see this not working, okay? I'll give you an example here. So here, it pushed up, did the fake continuation, then broke. I like that fake continuation. That tells me it's going to push down a little bit more. I don't have that in this trade. It was on M1, but not here. So this isn't looking good. Hopefully this is the fake continuation, then breaks. If it doesn't start start moving down now, then it's probably going to look to take me out. So we're going to find out soon. I may make a decision, get out, then get back in for the buy. Still early in my trading session, I think I could afford to do that. Got the patience to do that. Let's check silver quickly. Silver's holding, looking to be sold still, maybe. It's just gold. All right. Let's have a look at H1 again. Okay. Not looking good. It's just moving very slow. Maybe this is a key price point and it's slowing down before it takes it. It's moving very slow. Let's get this out. 40, 23. Too early to make a decision. Just moving slow. I'm going to wait. And if it's to stop me out, it needs to get all the way up here. I said I don't want to see above 40.23 for the sell. So far it's underneath it, so I'm going to wait. If it gets up here, I'll probably be out and then look for the buy. Silver's sticking there. Silver suggesting it doesn't want to go up at all. Did it break? Where's silver? Yeah, the silver broke, so silver looks bearish. Maybe gold is getting ready for a bigger move to the downside. Obviously, that's what I want. Let's have a look at M1. Okay, so it could react to this imbalance and push up again, then that means it's definitely trending up. When I see it underneath this low, and it's ready to go. Okay, check silver again. Nope, not moving yet. So many distractions this morning. Too many. All right. Not looking good at all. Okay. Don't like that. I may get out here and look for a buy. lose 0.1, wait, see what happens, and go for the buy. Can I afford to be patient? It's not looking good at all. Okay, I'm gonna take it off here. Let me just see where the H1 is. My stop loss would need to be. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait. To reduce it to 0.25 for the loss. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before. If I see some volume kicking in here, I may leave. Silver suggests I should wait. So far. Gold, flag, failed to continue. Actually, silver suggests nope, it's not looking good. Okay, let's see how it reacts to this zone. Should have been there. Should have been from here. It's not doing it. I'm gonna get out here, I think. Yeah, I'm out here. And I'm gonna be buying it. I just need a confirmation for the buy. So back to M1, let's see. I'm gonna buy it. And stop loss 40.10. Maybe I'm getting out soon. But yeah, 40.10 stop loss. And I'm gonna start scaling out when it moves. 1% risk. Gonna start scaling out soon. Reduce my risk. 1.5. Yeah, good decision to get out so far. It's been very aggressive now. See if we could get this drive through where my stop loss would have been. So essentially, I was selling a pullback and now it's looking to break through it. And as soon as it gets above that high, I'm going to get out. It takes that 40.27. Let me take a little bit more. 7. Imagine if it comes all the way back down there. Tough. That means 4 times I got the direction wrong. Consolidating or not, looks a bit like manipulation to me. 40.27, come on. That's what you want. It could have been sold already, but you were not interested. Get back up there. Come on. Mm. Mm. Typical one today. Very choppy price action on gold. Patience. Don't over leverage. Be patient. Be flexible. If you reduce your risk, you can afford to be flexible. So be flexible. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, that's if I think it's going this way, I go that way, and it's clearly wrong, cool. I go hard in the other direction for a small piece because it could just be consolidating like it's done on, like, currencies do that all the time. So gold has, there's no reason it can't do the same thing. So I get a small piece, I get out. If it's break even, good. I leave a runner, see if it goes. If it doesn't, cool. And maybe it's break even, and then see if it's got legs, great. But as you can see now, just that's 1, 2, 3 directions today so far. It's like this has to be it. And I've gone in a bit hard with this one, which is fine. That's why it's important to start with the small pieces. If I lost the first one 1%, lost the second one 1%, I couldn't take this third one here. And this third one could be the one that ends up being the right move and makes a decent return. So I can afford to put a bit of size in now. It just looks like it's trying to catch people out. Took stop losses, went the other way. It's trying to take another stop loss from the buy side. And that would be the move I want now because I'm buying it as well. So flexibility is the key. And to be flexible, you need to reduce the lot size to be able to take small losses and then adjust based on price action. That's what I'm learning. Well, I mean, regardless how this goes, I'm still like happy with my progress because I'm become more flexible, and I think that's more in alignment to how you need to trade on a daily basis with price action. It's just when it's choppy days like this, you need to be able to adapt on the fly, kind of thing. And then if you're wrong, you lose, but at least it's not crazy amounts if you have reduced your risk. Let me just check the H1 structure. Yeah, so it will need to stop me out this direction next. If it comes back all the way here, that's tough. I mean, it can happen. It should have really been sold from there. It didn't do it. Should have been sold from there, didn't do it. Push all the way up. Now to be sold from here, that's just mean. Sold from there all the way through, that's just mean. And it could happen still. So that'll be caught out 3 times. Really chopped me up today again. But 1% loss. And it looks like it's happening. Let's see what Silver's saying. Silver's saying you should have held that sell. You should have held that sell. Because now Silver looks like it wants to break through here. Well, this is tough. Break through here. That's what Silver's saying. And gold, it looks like it wants to come all the way back now. I'm going to hold it. It needs to take me out. I lose 1% today and I'm done. Yeah, it looks like it's coming for me. 1.4. Yeah, it does not look good. So it's creating a trend, a high here, a lower high, and this lower high is going to break through this. It just doesn't want to do it with me today. Okay. Let's see what happens in the next 5-minute candle. 5-minute candle should push up if it wants to be bought. If not, keeps on driving down. It's coming to stop me out. I'm going to lose 1% and I'm done for today. Keep an eye on silver. Yep, silver says still going down. Let's check M1. Fake continuation and drive. Yeah, breaking all of this. It should have been bought from here. It's not moving from there. That's not good. It looks like it drives through. I want to get out. It may be premature. Should be bought from this high to this low. In this zone to push up again. Maybe it's this price point here. 40.17. Buys from there. If it doesn't buy from there, push it further down. It's gone. I don't see any other reason it gets anywhere else it's bought from. It needs to be up from here. If not, it's down from here. Yep, this is not looking good. I may be coming out. Okay, go keep an eye on this. May make a decision. If it doesn't start being bought from here, I'm out and I'm done for the day. So reduce my loss from potentially 1% to a little bit less, and I'm done for today. It's been very choppy. I can't control it. So if it doesn't get bought from here, so be it. I need to see it get back up there, flag, and keep going up. If it push it down, gets underneath this low, it should be done. I'm going to see what that looks like as an exit. Take a small loss and I'm done. It's just very choppy day today. Maybe I lose 0.7. Okay, not good. Getting ready to exit. Gold is very difficult today. Avoid it. Avoid it. It's consolidating tight range. Getting ready to exit. Oh my gosh. All right. So clearly it's chopping around. I don't know what's going on right now. They're saying scalp says the thing to do. I should have stuck to that. I had a scalp 0.2 up there. Should have got out and left it. Then I had another 0.2 here. Should have got out and left it. So tomorrow, that's what I will be doing. 0.2 scalps, 0.2 out, 0.2 out. It's slowing down. No real direction on gold. Gonna be patient, see if price wants to get back up or not. I feel like all of this is just to shape people out of their positions, shape convictions and stuff like that. Definitely working. Again, I was ready to get out. Check silver. Silver's kind of consolidating, really. No, silver's selling. It looks staged to be sold. Bold flag. It looks staged to be sold. Smart thing to do is leave it. So brace myself for 1% loss, but leave it. Making a decision here is difficult. That would be the smart thing to do. Difficult trade, very difficult. Let's see how it plays out. Decision made. I think I'm out. I'm out. And I'm selling it. I'm selling it. As you can see, it's got to me. I'm selling. I don't believe I just jumped in for that, so it's got to me. All right. Initial trade was to scalp it back down 40.28, and I'm going to try to do that now. Another 1% risk. If gold does not go down from here, it's just like, come on. Come on. What happened with silver? Let's check. Silver's broken that low call. If gold does not go down, it's like, let me check what I lost. See what I could need to make back. 0.6 I lost. Maybe 0.7 down today. This needs to drive now. 0.7 down. So far the sell's looking right. So far. It pulled all the way back to the top. Now it's going to break 40.10 and give, whether it's just a pullback or a longer trade, we don't know yet. Let's see what I need to make back. Where would I be happy? 39.63. Let's see what that looks like. %, that would be great. Daily low. Just underneath that low, make everything back. This low would be good. And then the one to try to take the daily low could be good. Get it down here. All right. So far, I must make back everything I lost. I'm gonna let it drive, take some size off, then leave it. It's just too choppy. I do want this low now. I do want this low. It'll be great. Great way to end this stream, end this trade, end the session with this win, because that means I've hit the 10% profit target for the 5%ers. 100k high stakes challenge with this move after it being so difficult. Could be a nice way to end it by just consolidating in so tight. Trended up, broke structure Friday, breaking this low, pull back up, respecting that high. It's reversed now, and this should drive down to try get back down this low. Now that's moving after messing around, it should drive down to try get this low. So I should hold it. I need, just lost 7. I need, I don't know, maybe 4%. It's hard to tell because I made the withdrawal today. Let me check quickly. Odds against me today. Everything's a bit difficult. I'm going to try keep my head straight. And remember that I cannot control outside factors. All I can control is how I react to them. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna take some here. I think even that is a win today, considering. Now I can't type anymore. 8. There we go. Give me 1% there. Let drive. Reduce my, so I scaled out, risking 0.2, leaving a runner. The runner could give me another 1% if I'm solid today. But taking it here would be a win today, and I think I'm gonna do that because what's a horrible trading session. Yeah, I'm out. I think I made 0.3 today somehow. But again, you guys saw what happened, so back and forth. And why I'm out there is because it could be bought up here as well. This is a demand. It could be just a pullback to get here and drive up again. Same thing happened Friday. So broke the structure here, pulled back, respected this low, then came back and broke this high. So this is the low here, equivalent low. It could just pull back, respect that low, be bought back up and get this high that I've been trying to take, and then push for this high and actually do the move that I've been waiting on the last couple of days, which is to try to take 40.46. So that's why I'm out. I'm out for the scalp because that's a reversal, and that's what I should have done in the morning, taken 0.2 and ran. Gold is being very choppy in conclusion, as you can see, and somehow I was able to make something from it. So I think I made 0.4 today. Shy of 0.4 today according to my dashboard. Just having a look right now. It's a complete mess, my dashboard. 0.3 today. 0.3 today, cool. So my dashboard is a complete mess and I can't really rely on the balance here. So let's call it 100,000. We're up 0.3. I need to do a remainder of 3.2 to conclude this account. So tomorrow I'll be risking about 0.3, trying to make about 0.2 and just grind it out with scalps. With scalps, people, with scalps. Taking 0.2 scalps. Gold is slowing down. Don't trust Euro USD. Told you it could come back out. Look at it. I can see it coming back there where it broke from. And maybe it then, instead of being sold like it should be, instead of being sold and continue, it comes all the way back up to run these highs at 15.42. So I am going to step away from the laptop. I am happy with the win. It was a difficult one today. Very difficult, back and forth. But yeah, I'm out and I'm done for today. I'm not going to look at the charts. I'm not going to do anything else. And then I'll come back tomorrow with my 0.3 profit and try and make 0.2. And that's as simple as I'm going to try to keep it with scalps. Okay. So I'll be here tomorrow, same place, same time. Hopefully you've appreciated this. If you have, hit the like button, support the channel. I'll keep on streaming, people. I'll keep on getting these streams out to you. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time. Peace.